Well, it's the end of January and chances are you failed your New Year's resolution. You feel guilty about it, ashamed that you couldn't make a significant change in your life, or maybe you even stopped thinking about how you failed your New Year's resolution and gone back to the way that things were before so that you don't have to think about how inadequate you are and how much your life sucks. I've been there. I've set goals before that were unachievable and made me hate myself, but I don't do that anymore because it's honestly just better. And now when I set my goal is to actually achieve them. What's up? I'm Zach and I'm a full-time YouTuber with 2 channels. And I do everything myself, from the writing, the shooting, the editing, and even my taxes, which I plan on doing next week on Monday. To get to this point where talking to you on the internet is my job, I've had to get really good at setting goals and actually achieving them. Here's how I set goals that don't make me hate myself and maybe even make me feel good about myself. My first step is I set SMART goals, which is a fancy corporate acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Probably the most popular New Year's resolution is to be healthier. What the heck does be healthier mean? How do you measure be healthier? How do you even know you're achieving your goal of being healthier? Or like eat better or exercise more? It's like these are very vague, non-specific goals to have. And when we set these kinds of goals, we end up failing them because we don't even know which direction we're going in when the goals are this broad and this vague. So like, be healthier. It's like, there's so many things when it comes to health. Do you want to sleep better? Do you want to exercise more? How much more? Do you want to eat healthier? And what the heck does that even mean? For myself this year, I even set a be healthier goal, but I didn't say it in those words. My goal, my SMART goal, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, was go from my fattest, because after the holidays, I was my fattest I've ever been in my life at 185 pounds at 6 feet tall. It's not like super fat, but it's just very average, and I don't like to be an average person. So go from my fattest from January 1st to my leanest. Go down to my high school weight at 155 pounds, not by the end of the year, but by June 1st, halfway through. That is a SMART goal. And I also try to have a very good reason for achieving my goal, because a goal can be smart, but if it's not a goal that you care about, then you're not going to do it. But this is a goal that's really important to me because I don't want to be fat. I like being attractive to my wife. There is vanity in it. I like looking good. And when I look good, I feel good. I like being healthy and I like being fit and in shape. It's just a very thing that's a part of me. And the goal for me should also be exciting. It should make me feel proud that when I achieve it, I feel like my life is actually different now and that I could do something that seemed very difficult and I feel like I'm leveling up in life. Because when I have a goal that is very important to me and one that makes me feel like I am actually getting better as a person as I get more experience in my life, it makes the motivation aspect really easy, where I don't have to try to do it. It just is something that happens naturally. The second step is that I simplify my big, ambitious goal into something like little itty-bitty steps that are so easy that if I don't do it, I would feel dumb for not doing it. For example, my big ambitious goal of losing 30 pounds and getting back down to my high school weight at the age of 29.
29?
I will be by the time my date for the goal comes.
Wow.
So I take my big goal of getting back down to my high school weight at the age of 29, down into just a very simple list of habits that I can do every single day. And this is like how I achieve my goal. And to do that, I decided that I would primarily focus on dieting. I'm not adding any exercise for the purpose of losing weight until I can get my diet in check and start seeing progress with my diet. Because I want to do only one thing at a time, but do it really well so that I can actually see results and know what changes I'm making are leading to those results. So I decided to go with a slow carb diet, which You can learn about it. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube about it. You can read the book in the description that explains exactly how to do it, because it's very good at burning fat with very minimal effort. And the daily habits are really simple. Number one, don't eat food that's white or can be white. So that means no rice, pasta, or bread, or dairy. Don't eat fruit. Don't drink your calories. Eat the same meals every time, so lots of protein, vegetables, and beans. I give myself one cheat day a week to make it sustainable, where I can eat anything that I've been craving in any quantity, so that I'll actually stick to the habit, because having consistent progress is a lot better than trying to aim for perfect progress and then dropping it after a month. And then also eat a breakfast that is mostly protein within 30 minutes of waking up. Very simple, easy things to do every day. I do have to consciously grocery shop for stuff and cook some stuff that I'm not normally cooking on my diet. There are some changes and there is some effort to be made, but it is easy. And if I just focus on doing those habits every day, rather than trying to achieve a goal, the goal will take care of itself as long as I take care of my daily habits. It's just a matter of time if I just keep doing it and seeing results. And that leads us to my next step, which is I track it. In life, a lot of times we want to compare ourselves to other people, but our lives are so unique to us that we really can't even compare ourselves to our roommate or your wife or your best friend, because our experiences are vastly different. So instead of comparing myself to somebody else who is in a position that I want to be in, I compare myself to where I was at yesterday and seeing, am I better than where I was yesterday or last week or last month? And if I am, then my habits are working and I'm going towards my goal, and it's just a matter of time until I achieve it. With this low carb habit that I started this year, I am weighing myself every Wednesday and measuring my biceps, my waist, and my hips to see literally how fat I am. If I can measure if I am losing weight, and if I'm losing inches off of my body, I am measurably losing weight and getting thinner. And in 1 month of sticking to this diet very consistently, and I'll make a whole nother video about it as I do it for 90 days or so, but just in 1 month, I've lost 10.8 pounds, most of it fat. And I've also lost how much? I write it down in a journal so that I can actually go back and see what I'm doing and see my progress. I've lost 3.6 inches off of my body. That's like going down a pant size in 1 month. And it's all because I decided to break my big ambitious goal down into very simple daily habits that I would feel dumb for not accomplishing, because the goal is very important to me. Another thing, when I'm tracking it, I don't try to be perfect, because trying to be perfect is pretty exhausting and makes us feel terrible about ourselves. So even if I do stumble, which is inevitable, I just get back on track. That's it. I just move on. I also track some other habits in my productivity planner, where it has a page where you can write down habits for a month and then just track each day whether you did it or not. Oh, there goes the color card. Go watch that video. And as you can see, it's towards the end of the month, and I haven't been doing most of the habits on here, which brings us to my next strategy, which is I only focus on one goal at a time. So for January, I was really honing in on the diet, and I really wanted to get that down to be automatic so that I don't even have to think about it and I don't even have to put effort in. And here we are at the end of January, and I'm at that point and I can start adding other habits to compound the results that I'm seeing and to feel better about myself. Because once the habits for achieving a goal become automatic for me, it is just a matter of time until I achieve the goal, as long as I stick to it and do it every single day. And that's what I'm focusing on. The goal is just something in the back of my mind. It's off in the distance. It's not even something I'm thinking about achieving. All I'm focusing on is what I'm doing today. What am I eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? What am I grocery shopping for? Those things I can manage, but trying to lose 30 pounds, that is something I mentally cannot manage. And for me, once the habit becomes automatic, I can then add another goal with another set of habits onto it so that one habit will trigger the next. and that it makes this snowball of good habits more sustainable and helps me achieve my goals with less effort. And then I also like to use an accountability partner, because if it's just me, it's probably not going to work out. If I'm just writing it down, I like to have somebody to tell me to keep me on track. Can I bother you? Busy? 10 minutes. Okay, I'll wait 10 minutes. So now that my diet is done, as in I don't have to think about it, I want to get back to biking every day. So can you keep me accountable to bike 5 minutes every day? And if I don't, I'll give you $10.
Mm-hmm. Including Sunday? Is it cheat day?
No cheat day.
No
Every
cheat
day.
day.
Every day. 5 minutes, that's it.
Is there any special occasion?
If we're super, super busy.
Okay.
Okay.
$10.
$10.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's really how I would set pretty much any goal. Set a SMART goal, simplify it down to daily habits where I would feel stupid for not doing it, and track it every day. That's it. Let me know in the comments what goals you're trying to achieve, and just stop trying to do New Year's resolutions because they don't work. Like, they just make us hate ourselves. And also let me know what kind of habits you're doing to achieve that goal every single day.